All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. The brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp. And I came across this video. It's kind of old. You know, it's not that, I mean, it's a movie. It's not that old, but it's old enough. Let's see. Slovakia. Let me see what year this came out. 1993. All right, and it's a movie called Falling Down. And I don't know if you brothers seen it. You probably have. But it's a very spiritual movie here. As far as it foreshadows the downfall of Esau, you know, and his gradual spiraling into obscurity, spiraling into basically going crazy, you know, when the time of Jacob's trouble comes and when there's a famine and lack of resources, Esau is gonna basically go cuckoo, man. And let me see here, Salaki. Now through the spirit, I ended up using this a clip from this movie as one of my thumbnails, and that thumbnail is right here, putting this Esau is not the white man doctrine to death, you know. And this movie shows you spiritually, you know, how Esau is the so-called white man, and basically what he's gone through in the earth, how he's gradually gone from smaller weapons to more advanced weapons, you know. This guy here, Edomite, Robert, I think this is Robert Duvall. I'm gonna just mute it. You know, he starts off in traffic or whatever. He's going crazy. I'm not gonna play the whole video or whatever. I'm gonna let you bros check it out. You know, then basically he's losing his mind. You know, traffic is driving him crazy. Now he's already, you know, I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but traffic's, you know, kind of driving him crazy. So he hopped out of traffic. He's like, I'm gonna go home. You know. I'll let you figure out what this is about later, but he starts off, you know, here he goes assaulting the Ammonite. You know, he done take the Ammonite's baseball bat, and this was his first step, you know. He's assaulting the Ammonite. You know, and spiritually, you know, the thing is, like, okay, in that particular scene, I'll explain a little bit of what happened about the soda. You know, he coming to buy a soda so he could get change for the payphone, and the Ammonite selling the soda for 85 cents. He's like, 85 cents? Then I won't have enough for the phone. And so basically the Ammonite was like, so what? Too bad. So he snaps, takes the bat, and he basically forces the Ammonite into selling. He after he smashes up the Ammonite store or the Moabite, whatever he is, he then proceeds to pay for the soda. You know, once the Ammonite agreed for the 50-cent price. So not only did he come in there and destroy everything the Ammonite had, pretty much, or destroy a big majority of the Ammonite store, he then justified himself by actually saying, you know what, I'm still going to pay for it. I'm not going to steal this. You know, the Ammonite got scared, was like, take all my money, take all my money. He was like, you think I'm a thief? you know, and it just shows you the mindset of Esau, Edom, you know, because they'll come in, they'll take your land, you know, like they did to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Then they'll turn around and say, this is our land. We're not thieves. This is rightfully our land. Get off of our land. No, you're a thief. This is not your land, you know. So what if you feel like you paid for it or whatever the case may be? You didn't pay for it in many cases, or you deceived people like through your little different treaties and stuff, you know. And so I just found that very interesting, because that's exactly what Esau does. He'll come rob and destroy, and then he'll justify himself in doing as such. Like, I was the right one in the situation. That's just how Esau gets down. But, you know, gradually as you go through the movie, you know, he ends up going from a baseball bat, you know, then he gets here. These two Jakes walk up on him, and he end up beating up the Jakes. And then let's see here. See, I want to go back a little bit. He ends up picking up one of the butterfly knife. So now he's and it's like chronicalizes like how Esau went from one weapon to the next weapon to the next weapon. He started off with swords and buckler and shield. Then he increased to like different little longer range weapons, bow and arrow, and then he goes from that to like gunpowder, and just like I said, just giving examples like they talk about this fire mechanism that Esau used to have back there in Greece on the ship, where they could like spit out fire, and I even think Roman candles used to be a weapon as well, so this is Esau's sword. Let's get a scripture on this, Salakia. Haven't got a scripture in a while. And like I said, this is definitely a good movie to watch. Hopefully I'm not spoiling it for you brothers. It's just interesting. I may play this one clip, the one clip that made me want to watch it. I was like, that's Esau to a T. Genesis 27-38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Y'all have the fatness of the earth. Y'all, have moved into every damn near region of the earth, and you have bases there, or you have these nations under tributary to you, which have your former democracy, or you set up leaders in there to do your bidding. And of the dew of the heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. And you served your brother during the dark ages, and you're going to serve your brother again, which is you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, so called by your oppressor. You are the Israelites, and Esau is going to serve you in the kingdom, so-called white man. He's going to serve you, whether you like it or not, whether he likes it or not. Thus saith the Lord. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, because his father told him that his brethren was going to serve him. So, this basically shows you how Esau, his weapon, his thing is the sword, So, I'll let you see it yourself. Like these are the guys he beat up. They try to, they try to shoot him up. They end up getting in an accident, And let's see, where's that clip? Oh, it's a little bit before this. So this is the scene that I got that clip from, which I didn't really know. I just watched this last night. So there's the scene from my thumbnail right there. Pretty much. But so as you can see, he goes from the sword to the gun. Now he's got the gun. Got a bag full of guns. And just some background on what's going on with this Edomite. He lost his job. His wife divorced him. He can't see his kids. And so in these time of adversities that he's going through, that Jake's been going through for, the past couple of 100 years, being separated from your wife and your kids, being castrated, being, demonized, being a proverb, a byword, getting your ass whooped, getting fed pork booty, what is it? Chitlins, getting the intestines of the damn most unclean animal on the earth, just all these different things, these adversities that Jake went through, that we ended up surviving through, and not necessarily lashing out on others and, going out and killing others. Esau's using his weapon, his sword, to get by, to get, he's lost it, man. He can't take it no more. And like I said, he's living by his sword, man. But anyway, either way, this is the chronicling and showing of how Esau's system is coming to an end, And I just think if brothers haven't seen it, they should definitely check it out, because it just shows you, how Esau's going to act during the time of trouble and martial law. How he can't handle nothing. He can't handle no adversity. And so he's going to start lashing out and taking things out on different people. As a matter of fact, oh wait, yeah. After he got the guns, I'm gonna show you this. Show you the next thing. So he got the guns. All right. So I'm gonna actually play this clip. Just to show you how Esau's gonna be when that time comes.
I walk in here all of a sudden, total strange, and I'm calling you Rick, and she walk in.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I didn't think about that music playing, so let me turn the volume down. Salakia, and then I'm gonna turn it up when he gets back in the.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like a ham and cheese omelet and more wham fries.
I'm sorry. We stopped serving breakfast, but we are on the lunch menu now.
But I want breakfast.
Well, you can't have it. We're not serving it.
So you said. Is that the manager?
Yeah.
Could I speak to him, please?
Sure. Rick, there's a customer that would like to speak with you.
So as I was saying, this is Esau. He can't get his breakfast, but he wants it, and he's willing to go to extreme measures. What does this like kind of remind you of now? It's kind of slightly similar, but let's see here. All right. And the boys grew. Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man. Two nations came out of Rebekah's womb, Jacob and Esau, and they were separated from her bowels, and they were two different diverse nations. Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sod pottage. This means he boiled pottage. Sod means to cook in water or to put water on something. Let's just get that. Yeah, so Jacob was outside cooking some food, Salakia, scroll down. All right, so when you go to 28, it's 29. Zood. Oh, it's out oud. So to boil up, seethe. So he was boiling some food. Pottage. He had some food in there. And and there was meat in there. Matter of fact, let's see what it says for pottage. Just say meat. Soup, pottage, thin sodden, or boiled. Oh, okay, just saying something inside of a pot. But he called it red pottage. You'll see. And Jacob sod pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee." So Esau, the so-called white man, came. He said, "Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage." It was still raw, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom, which means red. And Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright." 31. And Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?" And Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Now with the birthright comes the blessing of the father. That's what comes with the birthright. That's your right by birth to get the blessing of the firstborn. Okay, the firstborn has the right by birth to get the blessing. So when he sold it, he sold away his right to the first blessing. And then he turned around later and got mad about it. So anyway, he's a punk. But anyway, let's hit play. So this is what he wants his breakfast and he can't get it. Let's see how he responds.
Yes, sir.
Hi, I'd like some breakfast.
We stopped serving breakfast.
I know you stopped serving breakfast, Rick. Sheila told me you stopped serving breakfast. Why am I calling you by your first names? I don't even know who you are. I still call my boss Mister. I worked for him for 7.5 years, but I walk in here all of a sudden total strange, and I'm calling you Rick and Sheila like we're in some kind of AA meeting. I don't want to be your buddy, Rick. I just want a little breakfast.
Well, you can call me Miss Folsom if you want to.
Sheila, we stopped serving breakfast at 11:30.
He's like, it's 11. It's like
I walk in here all of a sudden, total stranger, and I'm calling you Rick and Sheila like we're in some kind of AA meeting.
What's it like 11:33?
I don't want to be your buddy, Rick. I just want a little breakfast.
Well, you can call me Miss Folsom if you want to.
Sheila, we stopped serving breakfast at 11:30.
Yeah, it's like 11:33.
Rick,
He got the guns now.
have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here I am, the customer.
That's not our policy. You have to order something from the lunch menu.
I don't want lunch. I want breakfast.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry, too.
You know? And this is what Esau always resorts to. And this is one of the clips that made me want to have to watch this movie. I was like, I gotta go watch this, you know? And like I said, man, you know, if you watch it, you'll just see how over time Esau, you know, spirals down into this dark place where he just goes full on, you know, cuckoo, and he tries to justify it in his mind, you know, even when it gets down to the last point of the situation. He asked the cop, you know, am I the bad guy? And the cop says yes, and he's like, well, how did that happen? You know? And this is Esau for you, you know? Anyway, hopefully you brothers have been edified. I just, like I said, want to skip through and just show you bros, you know, hey, check this movie out, you know. So like, I didn't pull out more scriptures, but just want to do a video on this. Hey, you check it out. You should be able to find, I mean, you see the link up top. I don't know how long it'll be live, but you know, if you go to this link, click on stream from Streamango, the first link doesn't work when you go down at the bottom. But anyway, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers out there preaching the truth and sincerity. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, they sing a song in here, London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. And you know, it just kind of represents Esau's fall. You know, Babylon's going down, Esau's kingdom, this beast system is going down. Don't take the microchip. The RFID microchip or the NFC microchip is the mark of the beast that the Bible speaks of. If you take it, there's no salvation for you. All right? That I say shalom.